Hey everyone, welcome to this module, second module, lack of action. Let's quickly recap about the things what we learned in the previous unit. Like we learned everything about what is mindset from the ground level, like the foundations, and then we learned everything from scarcity mindset to abundance mindset and the three pillars what you need in order to succeed super fast. And next is like all about like winner's mindset, what you must have to become a winner and how to be happy. And now in this unit we'll be learning everything about lack of action.
Great. That's really wonderful. And this is one of my favorite topics because lack of action. Most people, have this problem of lack of action. We learn. In fact, it happened with me too. I began with a lot of stuff. I learned a lot of stuff, but then no action. So Akshay, I want to ask you this. How does one bring himself or herself getting into action?
Yeah, see, the most important thing is you just have to get started. If you have pain, you are going to do it. Like you have to make sure that you take massive action, imperfect action. Taking imperfect action is the key. A lot of people in the world, like especially like lot of people have like big dreams, having a great car, house, the bungalow, the gold, iPhone, everything. Everyone wants a great life, but 97% people just want it. Whereas like they're like just competence, like they just have the dream, they want it. No one wants to be like poor or like something. Everyone wants a great life for themselves, their family, and their close friends. But there is only 3% people who have the confidence to make that into reality. Like just information or just things won't help you out. You must have that confidence and you have to do it. When you have that obsession, what I mean is like you just don't need passion. A lot of motivational speakers out there tell like you must have passion. Passion is just like a perfume where you can put like only for few seconds it's going to stay with you. You need like obsession. No matter what's going to happen, even the sky is also not the limit. No one can stop you. You just need obsession.
Great. I think the key word which I picked up from this is you really need to be crazy. You need to be that dead strong. Your why I think should be very strong. I think that's what you get the term obsession and not passion. And you're very right. A lot of people talk about passion. Okay, another thing that I have found, in spite of taking action, or I know, many a times it happens that I know that I have to do this, yet I don't do it. So I just prolong it. What exactly is the reason why we don't take this so-called action?
Yes. See, if we want something bad enough, we definitely need it. It's like dentist, like when we have a severe pain of like teeth ache or something, no matter what, whether the dentist charges $500, $1,000 or even $10,000, you will never come with excuse whether you have the money or not. You are going to beg, borrow, steal, or somehow you are going to make it up because you want bad enough. A lot of people just dream like everybody else, but they don't want like bad enough. Once, like I was reading a newspaper and I saw Donald Trump in his like 1980s, 1990s. He had risked like so much of his life, almost 7 billion minus like 7 billion. He had taken loan from the banks. There was a beggar on the street and he said, "Do you know what, man, like you are richer than me." And the beggar was like, "How come? I have like minus $7 billion and you don't have any debt." You just have to risk it. Like there is no life without risk. Risk it or regret it.
Great. That's really good. And I think that the same takeaway I take from here is you really need to be crazy. You need to have that obsession. And I think that fear, can you also tell me that is fear one of the reasons whereby a person doesn't take action? I think that's one of the reasons. What do you say about it? Because
yeah, see, the most important thing is like fear. Everybody in the world fears something or the other.
True.
The biggest fear what we have to remember is someday everybody has to die, no matter who it is. You, me, everyone has to die. But in front of death, everything fades away. All this like other fears, like nothing is bigger fear than the death. Then why do you want to shy? Like what is stopping you to achieve that? One day you are going to die. Like do the thing what you are supposed to do for next 10 years or 20 years. from right now, you have to do the things what you love to do. Only then, like, you will be able to have a great life, an amazing life.
I agree to this, However, like, I mean, okay, can you just share, I mean, is there any kind of tool, or is there any kind of way, or any kind of activity, or, something whereby it helps me to come out of this fear zone and let me take an action?
Okay, you just have to figure out what was your biggest fears. Just
Okay.
write it down in a paper. What
Okay.
all was your biggest fear? Like when I was in school, I'll tell you with a good example so that you can relate. Because
Okay.
I believe in three things, like simplicity, and second is like giving actionable steps, and like with like my own story so that you can get connected.
Execute properly.
Yes, when I was in school, when I was in my 7th, 8th, my mom was an English teacher. Like, in fact, like when there was a storytelling or something, some competition in my school, like where I have to go on stage, I used to freak out. I used to not get sleep in the night. I used to tell my mom, how will I go? Like, if I do wrong, will all my friends laugh, girls laugh, and like teachers, what's going to happen if I go wrong? I won't come. I have fever. Like, so much fear I was having.
Okay.
Today, like, it's like your fear is like a diamond, like, which is deep inside your heart. If you tap that, you will have like super high energy. It's like bouncing back. Like, take the energy out, right? It's like deep inside. Everybody has fear on something. If you really want to do something, just trick your brain. Your brain tells you must not do it, and that's the thing, you have to exactly do it. Trick your brain. Your brain is your biggest enemy. There is nobody else.
Yeah, I recall this, like, I mean, this last step that you said about, trick your brain and do what your brain tells you not to do, right? It's very, I think I can relate it with, like, when you have the little babies, and you have these plugs and we tell them, don't put your finger into that hole over there. You'll find out of curiosity, out of excitement, they'll go and put that hole over there unless and they get that shock, then they'll stop. But I see that in the children, they still don't stop. So I think we can learn from these little toddlers, whereby they're so fearless, right? It's as we grow, we get those small fears into our mind. Excellent. That's really wonderful. Thank you so much for this, Akshay, for this topic. I learned a lot from this.